Welcome to the Young and the Restless, the Pop Culture's WWE podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Ryan Betson, alongside...
Don't you dare Nikki cross me. I'm Jem.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You listen to us every Friday morning at 9 a.m. on the YouTubes and 8 a.m. on all damn podcast services. I had a burp come up during it and I had to control it.
That was good. Good time.
If you want to join that wrestling conversation, head over to the social medias, facebook.com/group/popculturist, Discord channel, or you can contact us directly on Twitter. Links are all in the description below.
Don't at me.
That's right.
At me.
If you want to watch us record this show live, head over to patreon.com/thepopculturist, where you can hear us bullshit about what we would do if we were in a wrestling promotion.
Yeah.
Only the Patreon people get to watch that one.
Yeah.
That includes Killer and Dash that are here now.
Missing some quality content, guys.
Yeah. You had your chance. It's gone forever. But if you want to support us in a more one-off sort of fashion, head over to thepopculturist.com/shop and buy shirts like this and other assorted shit with our logos on it. Also, we are on Twitch, twitch.tv/thepopculturists. We use stuff there too. Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Yeah, man. I think we would dominate with all those moves and stuff that we mentioned that you guys can't see now.
Yep. We would be a team to be, a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. I think we would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could agree.
Yeah.
How you been, man? Good?
I've been good. Yeah, I've been good, man. Why is that? I'm on the tail end of being sick now, so I've kind of gone over the hump.
Nope. Yeah.
Gone over the hump of that, so that's not too bad. It's been E3 week.
It has.
So external to
not EC3
wrestling.
week.
Not EC3 week, just
E3.
real classic E3 week. So full disclosure, I haven't watched Raw this week, so I'm relying on you for that one.
Yeah, I watched that today.
But I've been busy the last couple of days. I've done 2 shows with Dash on Dash Culture. We did our day 1 and day 2 reviews of the conferences.
Yeah.
So head over to youtube.com/dashgamer. And that's with a 3, not an E, I believe. I'm sure YouTube channel. I'm gonna check that with Dash to catch my face talking about the video games.
Yes, it was a bit of fun.
Was some
that.
good fun. And I went to Oz Comic Con.
Yes.
On Saturday.
This guy got to meet freaking Mella.
I did. So, we'll make it a long story a bit short. So, big thank you to the team over there at Oz Comic Con.
Thank you.
I was able to swing by some free tickets the day before. We have a mutual Paris and I have a mutual friend who works for Spotlight. So there was all these things are up in the air, right?
Yeah.
So I then reached out. I'm like, hey, any chance I can meet Carmella? Do an interview with Carmella as press, blah, blah, blah. And then I applied for media on the day before. Got confirmation 9:30 in the morning on the Saturday. Literally about to leave the house. I'm like, fuck. I have to grab all my cameras and stuff and pack them all up and make the way into town.
Yeah.
Make the way into the city. So it was all well and good. Go in there, meet the guy at the PR counter. Chris was his name. I'm like, hey, Chris. He's like, oh, hey, man, what's your name? Oh, Ryan Betson, Pop Culture. He's like, oh, shit, yeah, you applied yesterday afternoon. I'm like, yeah, I did.
That's me.
And he's like, yeah, no, we kind of expected a last minute thing. I'm like, yeah, cool. He's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, so what do you think the chances are? I know it's late notice. What are the chances of me getting to interview the guests that I requested? Because I already requested one. Carmella. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, she's external to us, man. We don't have any PR ability with her. She has her own PR team. So go chat to the Foxtel booth."
Ah, yes.
Mate, no worries, man. Easy done. Thank you very much once again for the pass. I'll hike on in. Hike. Hi, Foxtel booth. Hey. Blah, blah, blah. I'm this person from this person. How you going? Yeah, I'm very cool. Hey, I was told to come talk to you about, have a possibility of having an interview with Carmella. Oh, no, that's external to us. I'm like, fuck's sake.
Yeah, shit.
She has her own direct PR. I'm like, yeah, that's you in it. Oh, no, it's external to us. I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, so is there any chance that I can chat to them? Are they going to be around here anytime soon? Oh, no, they left an hour ago.
Oh, of course. Fuck.
Cool, man. No worries. That's fine. Well, she's like, well, she'll be back here tomorrow, back in the booth tomorrow afternoon. She's doing little sort of 20-minute meet and greets. Anyone that was in the line can sort of come say hi, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm not coming back tomorrow. I was supposed to come here today because I'm busy tomorrow, whatever. So cool. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, what I'll do, naively of me, I'm like, look, I'm here anyway. Thankfully, I didn't have to pay for the ticket because they were very kind to provide a ticket for me. I'm like, I'll drop some dollars. I'll pay for a picture. And then during that picture process, because in my head, I presumed it was hey man, nice to meet you. What's your name? Oh, my name's Ryan. Oh, cool. It was like even like a 3-second exchange, and I'd be like, hey, I'm here as press. Show my media tag, and be like, I'd love to have a chat with you if possible. I'm here representing this show. I'm Young and the Rest. I have my Young and the Rest shirt on. And do you want to have I know I have to go through your guys. Do you want to have a chat to your guys once we're done here? And that's how I expected the conversation to go. Be like 10 seconds, not even just mild recognition that you're a person. None of that.
Oh,
it's
crazy.
a fucking meat market, man.
Yeah,
like,
shit.
So you walk in, you go, hi, bye, and then you get scooted out.
Crazy.
Like, it's like stand on the X, smile, scoot on out.
Wow.
Now, a couple of things here. Granted, Carmella, I'm pretty sure she got off the plane and came straight to the venue.
Yeah.
Like, she had a delay. According to her Instagram, she did have a delay in LA that prevented her from getting on the flight to get here in a reasonable time.
Yeah.
So she looked fucked. She looked
Poor
knackered.
thing.
Knackered.
Poor babe.
So that sucks. That totally sucks.
Yeah.
And I understand that. And on top of that, I do also understand being a woman in a convention like this. You kind of have to keep that distance, just simply because I'm sure you face it all the time, Jem.
Yeah.
The attractive women, they just get bombarded with attention.
It's so hard being successful. I'm kidding. No, it can be. Conventions can be fucked.
Yeah, it can be kind of
I
fucked.
cosplayed once, and some of the shit that happened to me was just ridiculous.
Exactly. And like when you're that plus a celebrity,
Yeah, plus Mel on top. Yeah.
Yeah, so
what
I
happens to
understand
cosplayers
the
happens to them tenfold.
Yeah, because like even when she did the photo, there was no direct touching. It was all like that, the floating hand stuff, and I was polite enough to do the same as well.
Yeah.
It was fine. I had no need to touch her. Easy done.
Yeah.
So no, it wasn't able to secure an interview, which is a bit of a bummer.
Yeah.
But these things happen, and like these are little hurdles we'll have to get around in the future, and hopefully in time we've got between now and October to make something happen, so we can have a chat to anyone hopefully down there later in the time.
In the works. I have had some confirmation about not some confirmation, but some conversation about finding the right people to talk to about possibly doing some press stuff
Excellent.
at the WWE event.
Very, very cool.
Yep. So fingers crossed we can act on that.
Yeah, and on top of that, so I do have a friend of ours, Darren, who runs Gifts for the Geek, which is a comic book shop here in Geelong. Because he's very lovely dude. He's very up there in the the con scene, because he brings a lot of guests in. Yeah. Turns out he knows the guy that runs MCW.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then he sort of and then by proxy that guy's connected to the
of course,
the promo people that come here. I don't think your guys, like literally WWE
I know.
Australia.
Yep. Exclusive. Yep.
So he's like, I went into the shop the other day. I was having a chat to him. He's like, hey, did you get to meet Carmella? And I'm like, nah, man. I was like, hoop. And he's like, oh, fuck, I know a guy that could help you out. I actually saw him there.
Oh, crazy.
I'm like, oh, no worries, man. So he'll help me out by proxy, and we'll get there eventually. It's just about knowing people. And I'm saying that we also need to get to a point, because we are the little guy at this point. We also need to get to a point where we can, whip our metaphorical pod dick out and be like, these are our stats, these are our numbers, these are why
we huge.
Let us talk to them. Look at all this girth.
I just need to get I just need to get my chest out and we'll get famous.
Look, I'm sure it could happen.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go. But
you missed the conversation about it earlier, but Chesty LaRue over here will get us famous.
I can be the tag team, Chesty LaRue and Tits, and I'll be Tits McGee.
Yeah, you can be Tits McGee. Yep.
So, like, there's that option, but we need to get that growth between now and then. So, if you are listening to this and you are a fan in some capacity, please tell your wrestling buddies, man. Share it on your socials. I know it sounds super sleazy for us to beg that shit, but please help us out, man.
We'll do shit, man.
Yeah, like mouth shit.
Yeah. Oh, no, I was thinking more like, I'll give you shout-outs on socials and things like that.
I'm like, I'll suck your dick.
He'll go all the way. I'll just rub over the top of your clothes, you know what I mean?
You just get over the sweater action here.
Yeah, just a little rub over the nip on the sweater. Just a little one of this.
Just like a, there you go, thank you. What a chest humor this today.
Yeah, there's a lot of boob stuff today.
Yeah, so like, if it gets the hurdle, come that end of the year, because the thing that we have to do is if we can get people, if we get into the right places and they go, hey, we've got these people, and they go, who are they? We have an answer.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not just, hi, we're from the Young and the Restless.
Hi, I'm a no blood digger, but
Yeah, it's like, please be kind. We have like 12 listeners.
we're famous in Australia.
Yeah, we're famous in a very specific small circle of people.
In Geelong.
And one guy in Queensland.
What's Geelong? Never mind.
Don't worry about it. Look, thank you for your time.
Appreciate you talking to me.
But saying that though, I did also have a chat with the guy who does the art for WWE Comics.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Awesome, dude. He saw my shirt and he goes, "That's rad. What's that?" I'm like, "This is my podcast, man." And we're having a good old chat, and he was telling me stories about the people that he's met doing travels, and talks about, you know, how the reason he got the gig is he met Samoa Joe, and Samoa Joe had a story in mind, and he's like, "I want you to be the artist." He's like, "Yes, sir."
So cool.
And then now he's done like a bunch of trades, and he had art for sale. So I bought a couple of them, and they're all signed in the lounge. I'm going to get them framed and put them up in here.
Yeah, heck yeah.
And I chatted to him about commission work.
Yeah.
I'm like, my co-host and I, what would you do if you were to make us into comic book wrestlers? So we had a chat about that. So I've got to send him an email to sort of lock that down again.
Yeah,
get some costs.
Yeah.
But you know, in the same vein of that, he could commission us as with holding belts and shit.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So at least. So it wasn't a total loss. The day went well. Look, and I also had a really good time. I bought some Kevin Smith comics and stuff that I have as trades, and I was like, I'm gonna buy them as singles.
Yeah.
I had a good day. I do, like I said, conventions are cool, but yeah. So on top of that, Darren also mentioned there was less interest in WWE than they expected.
Oh wow!
I wonder how to fix that.
Yeah.
These guys.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, get us to be the ones that interview at panels and shit.
Who has 2 thumbs and can do a rad-ass interview? This gal.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah. Behind the camera. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Nah, I reckon we'd make a good interview team. We could ask hard-hitting questions like, why is Mella money? She'd just be like,
well, because that's the thing. Because for us, part of our shtick is we run that fucking line.
Yeah.
That kayfabe line, man.
Yeah.
So we ask those questions. That obviously, we'll have to book them so they know they can plan answers.
Yeah.
But you know,
exactly it.
it's fun.
We can do it.
What about you? Have you had anything exciting like that?
My week's been pretty full on actually. I've just moved house, so I'm living down near High Point now from Hawthorne, so bit of a trek. Closer to here makes it a bit easier, but yeah, that's
Priorities,
pretty much
of course.
that's pretty much been my entire week, just moving and trying to settle in. Pretty hectic, but yeah, we're getting there slow and steady. Things are already on the up. I can already feel myself changing, my mood's changing and stuff like that.
Good,
so
man. It's
things
good.
are hopefully sooner rather than later going to get a lot better. But yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Other than that,
crossed.
things have been good.
So our weeks have been nothing but boring. Have been certainly not been boring.
Yeah.
However, rumor has it, this week's episodes of Raw and SmackDown,
oh my god,
they in fact have been some of the most boring episodes.
Oh,
as we head into what looks to be one of the most boring pay-per-views.
Oh my god.
Let's get into this week. Kicking things off is Monday Night Raw. Now, as I mentioned, due to my busier schedule this week, I've not been able to sit down and watch Monday Night Raw. So this is all Jem.
I did.
Now, for funsies, I get to sit back and be like, and then ask questions. And
we've done this before.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's Raw. It's the place where things happen.
Yeah. Oh my god. It was... I spent the entire time doing my washing. I didn't even have to watch to catch the gist of it. I did, and it was a long, tedious thing. Anyway, Monday Night Raw was hosted by San Jose, California this time, which just so happens to be the hometown of Bayley.
Hey!
So we open with Seth Rollins, who comes strolling out with the big old dinted chair from Super Showdown.
Should we get into Super Showdown first?
We can probably touch on it as we talk about this because,
Well, there's some things here okay. No belts changed hands.
No.
It was pretty much as expected. It was
Goldberg
kind of
and
trash.
The died.
So the winner of the battle royal, Mansoor, the Saudi-born wrestler.
Yep.
So if you ever
debuted last year at the Saudi show.
Yeah. So if you ever questioned that wrestling was scripted, there's your answer.
There was 51 people in the 50-man battle royal. Yeah. False advertising, WWE.
Look, you can be instantly dismissive towards them having a Saudi person win at a Saudi show, but when they showed that crowd,
Yeah, they blew up.
they popped something fierce.
Yeah,
Like,
ridiculous.
kids were crying.
Yeah.
Like, to them, this was
It's
huge.
huge.
To them, this was us seeing Buddy Murphy come out as the 205 champ. Like,
Yeah.
it's that same moment. Like, they were here for Melbourne, and they gave him the belt. Like, granted, he earned the belt, but you know what I mean? So it's the same sort of idea, right?
Yeah.
So I totally respect it in that sense.
Yes.
But it's still very questionable.
Yeah.
I watched it because I felt I had to for
Yes.
this. But nothing was achieved from that show.
Yeah.
I understand, you know, I think it's apart from dollars, because the toughest part is, man, like right now, women's wrestling is just better.
Yeah.
Just better.
So much better.
So you take all of that away, what are you left with?
Yeah.
A bunch
Not
of
much.
good,
Yeah.
but not brilliant, not as engaging as the
Yeah.
women's.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's see. Yeah, so results are about the same. No real major events took place. Roman lost against Shane
Yep,
after
of
a
course.
Claymore kick from Drew.
Seth Rollins beat Dolph Ziggler.
No.
Who was he versing? Seth was versing Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
So yeah, what happened was Baron was getting mouthy with the referee. Referee ended up snapping and fighting back, and he ended
Yep.
up giving a bit of a shove and who do you think you are? I'm the official here. Seth Rollins got Baron into a roll up and took the win. Baron got pissed and come running back and gave him an end of days, and then Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman come running out. Obviously, we did see.
Oh, yeah, so Paul
Yeah.
Heyman goes to get in the ring and drops the
Yeah,
briefcase.
he trips and
so apparently
drops.
that disqualifies the cash in,
Yeah.
and they just proceeded to punch each other for a
Well,
while.
no, it didn't really disqualify. What it was Seth Rollins just got the upper hand on Brock
Dick kicked
Lesnar.
him.
Yeah, Dick kicked him before he could get into the match. Brock came out with a chair. Seth ended up grabbing the chair out of his hands and just destroying Brock with it. And that's why he walked out tonight with on Raw with the belted up chair that he used to belt the shit out of Brock Lesnar with.
Cool.
Undertaker Goldberg.
Randaddy won over Triple H.
Yeah, that was interesting. Randy got the win.
Great outcome.
Yeah, that was a really cool match, actually. I
A
was
bit long,
expecting-
but good match.
Yeah, I was expecting, obviously, after WrestleMania, that really slow paced, really.
I thought Trips would have got the win. Just
Yeah.
to sort of, I thought the idea that Triple H would eliminate everyone in Evolution. But
No, that was.
yes, the main event, Undertaker versus Goldberg. It started off okay, still very slow and sluggish because they're fucking old dudes. Goldberg ends up, so he goes to do a spear on Taker. Taker dodges. Goldberg headbutts the post.
Yep.
Fucking
He walked out with a massive gash in his head. to start
concuss it,
off
like
with.
he rips open his head,
Rips open that
concusses
cuff.
himself.
Yep.
He's unable to stand up,
Mm-hmm.
concussed. Proceeds to then drop Taker on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Then Undertaker proceeds to give him the tombstone pile driver. Goldberg fails to tuck his head in because he's fucking
dead.
unconscious.
Yeah.
Gets dropped on his head. Eventually ends with Taker getting the pin.
Yeah.
With
Visibly pissed. Like,
visibly pissed.
He couldn't hide how friggin' mad he was about that whole exchange.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this can't have been either of their last match.
No chance.
Because if this is your final match, that is disgusting.
Yeah, there's
It's
no
the
way
same.
Taker's gonna go out like that.
It's the same way as Shawn Michaels, like his final match being Crown Jewel. It fucking goddamn not better be, because that was appalling.
Yeah, exactly it. And then don't forget the kickoff show was the Revival versus the Usos, and the Usos did get the win. So yeah, there was that as well.
Look, granted, it was like a tidy 3.5 hours, excluding kickoff show. So it wasn't a abhorrent waste of your time. It was just a regular waste of your time.
Yeah, exactly. There was some good bits, but yeah, overall, it
I
was
spent
just
more of it on my
average.
phone.
Yeah, definitely did as well. So yeah, that.
So there you go, up to date Super Showdown.
Yeah, hot bin fire. But yeah, Seth comes out. They obviously show the recap video of him belting the absolute shit out of Brock Lesnar with the chair he's holding in his hands. He talks about how Brock Lesnar's been in the industry since 2002 and nobody's given him the beating that I gave him. And Baron Corbin just decides to interrupt and is like, yeah, that's all well and good, but, you know, I get a rematch because the referee interfered in my match and you should be focusing on me and where. Same old Baron Corbin shit. The crowd hated Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
He couldn't get a word in.
See, that is why he should have a belt.
Yes.
Because if you want heat, that is true heat.
Yeah, exactly. They wouldn't let him get a word in. They would just scream and booze over top of him. It was amazing.
Because even if, like, let's say at Stomping Grounds, Seth wins, Baron comes, like, Brock cashes, Seth comes in, Baron comes back in, mushes Brock, foregoing Brock's, cash in. So can you still, like, if you lose by DQ?
I don't know. I don't think so.
So and then Baron comes in and knocks Seth, so giving Seth the win by DQ. Brock wastes his cash in.
Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, Seth's laughing the entire time. Crowd's not letting Baron speak. But Baron goes on to be like, that official was BS. I want a special guest. And because, my time as a general manager, I have a way with words and I have a way with people. So I'm going to be I'm going to be choosing a special guest referee. And Seth is like, who are you going to pick? He's like, nobody likes you. San Jose doesn't like you. I don't like you. Your own dog doesn't even like you. Who's going to back you up, dude? And then out comes Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's like, look, Seth, I respect you, yada, 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 but Baron Corbin's going to be a better champion than you are.
Ooh.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm with Baron on this. Like, sure. Like, he's like, this title has gone to your head. You're a different person now. Like, we go way back and I don't like the person you become because of it. And then, Seth starts digging into Sami. Like, nobody likes you either. Then, KO comes out and KO's like, I don't like the way you're talking to Sami. I'm with both of them on this. Baron Corbin to be a better champion than you. And Seth is just like, okay, that's cool. But, like, if you don't like what I'm saying, KO, why don't you fight me? And, like, fight me right here, right now. KO was just like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And, it just sort of leaves it at that. And Seth sort of walks down the ramp with the chair in hand, sort of faces all three of them, just stares at them and pushes his way past. So that leads us into, we see Lars Sullivan out in the gorilla position doing these crazy big high jumps, warming up for a match. The rematch with Lucha House Party from, that happened at Super Showdown.
So the Lucha Party, Lars won by DQ
because the Lucha House
Party jumped in.
Oh, yeah, they all jumped in when it's supposed to be like them tagging out. So it's a 3-on-1 elimination match, which means each other person that gets pinned, they're out of the match completely. So it starts with Kalisto, gets absolutely smushed, and he's out in a couple of seconds. Then comes in Lince Dorado, same thing, absolutely smushed, kitched out, and then Gran Metalik is the last one in the match. Lars goes to pin him. 1-2, Lars pulls him up. He's fully knocked out. Lars just pulls him up like, nah, not yet, and gets out of the ring and just lays another belt down on Kalisto outside of the ring. And then he goes back in the ring and does another, like, I think he does the that running powerbomb thing on Gran Metalik again, and then goes for the pin and then pulls him up again and then jumps out the other side of the ring and goes and does his Lince Dorado. And then he finally gets back in the ring and does his beautiful flying headbutt thing off the top rope.
Oh, I thought they canned that.
Nah, he did that. Yeah. And then
granted, it's sweet in the fact that Chris Benoit broke his brain because of it.
Yeah.
But sweet.
It's fun to see. In moderation.
It's fun to watch.
But finally pins Gran Metalik, and that's the end of that match. We end up backstage after that. It's Carmella and R-Truth running around. Which they end up in like an elevator, and a bunch of them get in, and the referee who is there, like, everybody's like, we need a referee. Mel's like, you need a referee, and they're like, get a referee. And then just as the referee comes up, like, a bunch of them end up in the elevator, and the doors close, and as it's moving, it suddenly just,
in there, out there.
No, referee gets caught outside the elevator, and then all of a sudden the elevator doors close, and you see them all in there, and it jolts, and the elevator shuts down, and everybody's like, oh shit. And EC3 is in there, and he just starts pissing himself laughing. And for some reason, he's got a cup in his hand.
Yeah, he's just been drinking beers the last couple.
And
on main event, I saw this as well. Like, he seems to have just not given a shit.
Yeah.
Because, like, normally when he did his EC3, he'd be all like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, but now he's like.
Yeah. He just don't give a fuck.
But then he just kind of dawdles down in the ring.
Yeah. But yeah, he's just sitting there, like, just laughing. Just absolutely laughing. And I was like, this is going to be interesting. Where's this going to go? And then, leave it at that. There's like a little footage of like Lacey Evans talking to herself in a mirror and getting ready because it's announced that there's going to be like a one-on-one sit-down interview. Lacey and Becky sitting down with Michael Cole. And then, yeah, backstage after that, it cuts to Becky, and she's standing next to Seth having a chat. And they're like, oh, you know, Becky and her boyfriend Seth. And I was like, oh, they're showing them off on TV. That's cute. But yeah, so after that, it gets into the little sit-down chat. So it's like Lacey in one room, Becky in another, and Cole still sitting at the announce table asking them questions. Cole's first question is for Becky, and Lacey just pipes up, and she's like, you know, where I'm from, Cole, ladies are first, and if chivalry's dead, then by all means. And Becky's like, no, it's fine. Where I'm from, dirt before the bush. So, of course you go first, Lacey. And I was like, oh, savage. And then, yeah, obviously Lacey talks her basic boring shit like, honey, darling, sweetheart, honey. And I'm just like, oh, shut up. And Becky just spits fire straight at her. Cole doesn't get a word in after this. Like, they just start babbling at each other. Lacey's just horrible. And she's like, I'm not arguing with you, darling. I'm not arguing with you, sweetheart. And Becky's like, yeah, you better not be, because I'll kick the blonde out of your face.
Fucking ass.
Yeah, and, yeah, eventually she's just like, yeah, just shut up and put on the granny knickers that you call your wrestling gear, and I'll see you in the ring tonight. So shit. There's obviously a match there at some point, which it is announced that it's basically a challengers versus champions match. It's Bayley and Becky in a tag team against Alexa Bliss and Lacey Evans later in the night. This cuts to Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross backstage. Last week, obviously, there was a bit of you know, kerfuffle, because Alexa obviously got an opportunity over Nikki for the number one contendership for Bayley's belt. Lexa's like, you know, I'm so sorry. I feel I can be real Lexi around you. And she's like, what do you say? Can we be friends? And Nikki's like, yeah, all right, let's play. And she's like, but keep an eye on Bayley. Yeah, she's like, you know, Bayley's a bully, essentially. You know, back in NXT, she used to bully me. She used to belittle me, make me feel like shit. And yeah, she's basically just insinuating that Bayley's not who we think she is. So yeah, after that we have Miz TV. So Miz is right before this was the cutest little thing. They had like a little ad for Miz and Mrs. And there was like a little hashtag dance like a dad, and I had the Miz like doing really dorky like Carlton dances in front of his baby daughter Monroe. And the kids just sitting there like,
yep.
And Miz is dancing like a dick.
I resemble that.
Yeah, it was really cute. It was really sweet. It's something you should watch. Like, as a dad, you'd absolutely love it. But yeah, anyway, back to Miz TV. His guest is Samoa Joe. And he's obviously talking to Joe about, you know, why'd you attack Ray like that? Like, because Joe's like, you know, I'm out here to talk about the fact that I won back my belt. And Miz is like, won? Like, you beat up an injured man who literally gave you respect by giving you back the title and acknowledging that it wasn't, you know, his win and that it is yours. Like, what do you have to say about that? Is like, you know, and then you go on to threaten his
So adding on to the Lacey Becky chat, Killer White has jumped in and says, can Becky just throw Lacey in a briefcase and ship her back to NXT? Please, for the love of God.
Couldn't agree more.
I need to blow my nose. Keep chatting.
But yeah, so the Miz goes on to talk about how Joe has this thing with, you know, bringing people's family into things. He's on about like how Joe went on after attacking Ray to threaten Dominic and stuff like that. And Joe's like, look, I thought I was out here to talk about potential challenges for my title, but if you want to talk about families, how about I start talking about yours? And obviously Miz gets up in his face. Miz has got this real angry streak lately, and I love it, but it also creeps me out because he looks like my older brother. Anyway, and yeah, as they're all face-to-face and shouty, Braun Strowman comes out. And he's like, you want a challenger, Joe? You've got one. You just need to shut your mouth and get these hands. And he starts barreling to the ring. And then Bobby Lashley comes out, because of course he does. And Lashley's just like, look, I'm not through with you, Braun Strowman. But Samoa Joe, I want a piece of you. Yeah, because apparently they have history and stuff like that.
Sure.
And Ricochet comes out as well after that. And Ricochet's just like, look, I've beaten Cesaro twice in a row now. I've got something to prove. And Cesaro comes out before he can say another word and just looks at him and smacks him in the face. And then there's this big old brawl, Ricochet and Cesaro at the top of the ramp, and then Joe and Miz and Braun and Bobby in the ring. And this ends up turning into a 6-man tag match of Braun Strowman, The Miz, and Ricochet versus Samoa Joe, Bobby Lashley, and Cesaro. Now, the one thing I liked about this match was Braun Strowman. That guy in the past year has changed his entire physique and his entire moveset. That dude is so damn fast and so agile. Braun Strowman was doing like that, you know, when you're on your back and you like kick your legs up and flip onto your feet. Yep, Braun Strowman did that.
Damn, that's impressive.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley had him in this like crazy arm bar thing, and Braun Strowman did like a front flip to get out of it, like a little cartwheel.
You can tell this sort of going down that angle. So during the Super Showdown, they talked about, you know, the battle of Braun and Bobby being the battle of Agility versus Brute.
Yeah.
And I was like, but aren't they both broody dudes? But there you go, makes sense.
Yeah, but yeah, Braun is super agile now, so I was really interested in watching him. There was a Cesaro swing in there that went forever. The Miz was like getting thrown around forever. Even Cesaro got dizzy afterward. He had to like hang on the ropes for a second because he was just like, I'm done. But yeah, that went on forever. And then, yeah, it ends up in a little scuffle between Braun and Joe. And Braun just straight up picks Joe up and puts him over his head. And Joe, like, sort of weasels his way out of it, you know, down behind him. Yeah, fully picked him up and put him over his head.
Sick.
Not even kidding. And it was barely struggling. And, yeah, Joe just sort of kicks out and, like, gets himself down and, like, pushes Braun out of the way into the ropes and running out of the ring, grabs his title and like hightails it out of the ringside. He just runs away. So Braun goes to give chase and he gets speared on the outside by Bobby Lashley brutally. And then Ricochet does like a flip he comes running along the apron, and with the assist from Miz sort of throws him up and he does this flying like suicide dive into Bobby Lashley, which I believe put the tag on Miz somehow, because I think Miz tagged in before Braun got out.
The tapper. Yeah, maybe the
tapper.
The
tapper.
Yeah,
no, he did. Miz gets in the ring and he gives a brutal skull-crushing finale to Cesaro, which Ricochet tags in and jumps up on the ropes, and 6:30.
40.
6:30.
Was it 6:40?
No, it's a 6:30.
It may have been a 6:40 because he kind of landed on Cesaro's knees.
Yeah, he did. He landed brutally on Cesaro's knees.
I saw that clip.
Yeah, messed up his back. Cesaro goes limping out of the ring. But yeah, pin on Cesaro.
Apparently no permanent injuries.
No permanent injuries, thank goodness. Maybe a strain or something, but nothing serious. But yeah, so that's his third consecutive pin to win over Cesaro. Yeah,
now it's not like 70-30 booking. Sweet.
Yeah, exactly it. But no, that was really cool to see. Ricochet's just getting up and up and up, and I love that. So yeah, next we're backstage with Baron Corbin. He gets interrupted, asking if he knows who he's going to choose as his special guest referee, and he's just like, thinking about it. And Sami Zayn just interrupts. He's like, hey, I've had an amazing idea. Can I talk to you about something? And Baron's like, yeah, what's up? And he like shoos the Charlie Caruso, I believe it is, shoos Charlie off, and you can see them whispering, but you don't hear an exchange of words. And then it cuts to Becky and Bayley versus Lacey and Alexa. So they all come down the ring and do their thing. It was a match. Like I said, Lacey has really upped her game in the ring. I think maybe the initial fatigue of all the traveling and stuff like that, which, you know, we heard Ricochet's talking about how it was getting to him. Maybe that'd have been the same for her, because it is a grueling regimen they go through when they travel and stuff on the main roster. But yeah, she really upped her game in this match. I really enjoyed what she had to put on display this week. Nice. Bayley's always amazing to watch. Becky's always amazing to watch.
Apparently there was a very stiff Bayley to belly.
I don't remember.
As in she's gone to get the pick and Lacey gave her nothing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't remember. I kind of zoned out because I was like, ugh, Lacey. But it's always good to see Alexa wrestle as well. We don't see much of her these days.
I like to see all the Alexa all the time.
Yeah, so that was really good. It was a good match. The ending was a bit shit. Like Lacey was just handing out women's rights and like knocked Becky out on ringside, and then knocked Bayley out, and then Bayley somehow got a little up on Alexa, and then she got punched in the face again, and for some reason didn't get DQ'd because, you know, rules don't matter. No. But yeah, copped another punch in the face, and Alexa did Alexa or Lacey get the win? I can't remember. One of them got the pin for the win. I think it was Alexa. Yeah, bit of a shit ending, but overall it was a good match. I did enjoy it. I would recommend having a watch because it gives you a bit more for Stomping Grounds. It shows a bit more to Lacey as far as athleticism goes, which means I think Stomping Grounds is going to be a good match.
Got it.
I reckon fighty wise. I don't think speaky wise. Like if they're talking to each other, it's going to be a bad time. Anyway, this goes back to Sami Zayn backstage, and he sort of interjects on Shane on the phone, and he's like, hey, I was just talking to Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin said I should come and talk to you. I have an idea. Like, maybe I can be like a guest referee tonight in the match of Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins, because it is made an official match. He's like, can I I could be the outside referee. Like a job trial, I guess, to see if I'd be good enough to be the referee for Stomping Grounds for Baron Corbin. And Shane's like, oh, I have an idea, like Vince McMahon style. Like, I have an idea. Why don't we have you as like a special guest referee, but like outside the ring to officiate and make sure everything's called down the middle, and we could use it as like an audition, for like Stomping Grounds. And Sammy's like, that's an amazing idea, Shane. Like, you're an ideas man. I appreciate that. And yeah, they end up making Sami Zayn the official ringside referee. He has to stay outside and officiate. And then we get Paul Heyman in the ring just talking about Brock Lesnar. I kind of zoned out because it's the same thing every week. He's basically just like...
Is there any more information about when he's going to cash?
No, because they've decided after the acts of Seth Rollins at Super Showdown, they're no longer going to tell anybody when they're going to cash in. He may do it at Stomping Grounds. He may not. He may show up tonight. He may not. Like, very vague, very like, maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not.
Just to get some backlash of, he will. Jokes.
Lil nah.
Nah, he will though. Jokes.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That was just same old Brock Lesnar shit. But yeah, all I could think in my head while he was doing it was maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. Like, that's all just went through my head. I was like, like elevator music in my head. Speaking of elevator music, we end up back in the elevator again.
Oh, yes.
So they're still stuck in there. EC Truth says, EC at one stage said something about like, oh, we've been here for ages, guys. Like, if this is going to happen, like, we're going to have to resort to cannibalism, and pulls a fork out of his jocks. Everyone's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, take it easy, dude. Like, just chill out. You're getting way too far here. And then they're like, oh, we've got to get out. And Truth is like, you know what, guys? Like, I'm scared, I'm scared of being stuck in here. I'm scared of losing my title. I'm scared of Hornswoggle here. And he's talking to Drake Maverick. And Drake's like, I'm not Hornswoggle. I'm just a little dude. Like, take it easy. And then he's like, I need to get out of here. Like, I'm getting married. Drake Maverick's like, I need to get out of here. I'm getting married. And EC3's like, dude, you're getting married and you didn't invite me? And he's like, dude, you're my best man. And it was a really weird exchange. And then I can't remember the guy's name. There's some guy that, like, the last couple of weeks, every time we see him, he's like, I've got kids.
It's Heath Slater.
Oh, that's it. Heath Slater was in there. He's like,
it's an entire gimmick that he has kids.
I've got to get out of here because I've got kids. And, they're all like, well, why has nobody got a phone on them? And Truth is like, I've got a phone. They're like, you've got a phone? Why didn't you tell us? And he's like, oh man, I got no bars. And then Cedric Alexander's in the elevator as well. And he's like, dude, you're a musician. How do you have no bars? And I was like, good joke. That sort of cuts it there. And then we end up back ringside. The IIconics do enter. They're both dressed up for a match.
In purple?
In purple, in the
PopC
PopC purple.
Thanks.
Yes, it is. Peyton and Billy, thank you so much. It is iconic. But yeah, they have a match against San Jose's Best.
Killer Bite also added, Drake Maverick is easily one of the best people in WWE at the moment, constantly chasing after Truth while also running 205 Live as the general manager.
I love the posters. I love the he's like the guy from South Park that's running at the back of the pack going, dirt. Yeah, love him. I'm really appreciating seeing more Drake Maverick, especially that whole, I'm not Hornswoggle. I'm just a little man.
To do. So AOP have been injured for like what feels like forever, and he was their sort of spokesman for them.
Yeah. But it's been he's really funny. But yeah, the IIconics come out and they're like, we are the longest reigning and defending women's tag team champions, and we're going to defend tonight against San Jose's Best. Can't remember what they called them.
Two random fucks.
Yeah, but two nobodies. I believe their names were Lisa Lace and Alia Mia.
Don't care.
But yeah, the IIconics just stand in the ring, insult them, insult San Jose, and then they just squash one girl. The other girl doesn't even get tagged in.
So, once again, the IIconics have still yet to...
properly defend.
Properly defend in this entire time.
Yep. But it's funny. I love it. It's really good for their shtick. It's what makes them.
They're not randos, though.
But it's what makes them. And that's what I love about it.
Yeah. If they're going to be like chicken shit heels, do it properly.
Yeah.
Like, have them be dirty and play dirty.
Yeah, exactly it, which we will see later on. Anyway, after that, we do see a backstage video of Roman Reigns after Super Showdown talking about how, once again, as the daddy's boy that Shane is, he's had everything handed to him, including another win. This time it was handed to him by Drew McIntyre. He's like, I'm not done with this. I'm at Stomping Grounds. I'm going to kick ass, and takes names. And the first name is Drew McIntyre. So he's ready for a fight. This cuts to a shot of the ring. They're setting everything up, and they announce it's going to be another celebration for Shane McMahon's win. And then, it cuts back to the elevator, and them all standing in there. They're all, like, yelling and screaming and being scared. And Carmella's like, all right, everybody. Like, if you want to talk, you have to hold the hat. Because everybody's just yelling over everybody, and, like, everybody's grabbing the hat and have something to say. And, it was really dumb. And Carmella ended up just taking her hat back, and she's just like, oh, for crying out loud. And then, they're just chatting away again. And then it cuts to Drew McIntyre, who comes out to an actual chorus of 4 bagpipe players playing his entrance music, which is really cool.
A little bit weird for random episode of Raw, though.
Yeah. It was a celebration, though. So, suited up. He's not wearing his ring gear. He's in like a little blazer, white t-shirt, some black pants.
He does suit up well.
Yeah, he dresses. Yeah, he looks really nice. Hair slicked back in a ponytail. Looks gorgeous.
Doing it for you?
Definitely doing it for me.
Nice,
I know he's a married man, but damn. And Shane comes out to his stupid little music. They get in the ring. They're talking about celebrating. They're popping bottles of champagne, pouring it. Like, Shane pours himself a glass, and he goes, man, pours it into the big, like, best in the world cup. And then Drew does the same. And then they're, like, cheersing with bottles and stuff like that and having a drink. And Shane's like, I could celebrate all night, but we do have a show to get on with. So, I'd like to introduce to you, the Revival, because they've got a match coming up. It's going to be the Revival versus Hawkins and Ryder versus the Usos, triple threat for the tag team titles match.
Ooh.
Yep. The Revival come out, and Shane's like, oh, I'm going to introduce you guys who could be celebrating with us, if they win their next match. And they come out and they try to start getting hit in the piss, and Shane's like, whoa, what are you doing? Like, you have a match, like, right now, like, you can't be drinking. He's like, you can come celebrate with us only if you bring some gold with you. So Shane's just like, you're nobody unless you win those titles tonight. This brings us into the match against like I said, the Revival versus the Usos versus Hawkins and Ryder, who are interviewed backstage by Charlie. She's like, this is a Cinderella story for you guys.
This is their first offense since Mania.
Yeah.
Their first appearance on TV since Mania.
Yeah. But they're like, Charlie's like, is this a Cinderella story for you guys? Like, has the clock struck 12? Do you think this is it for you? And they're like, it's not over. Sure, we have a Cinderella. That's really sweet. Like, call it a Cinderella story. But it's not midnight yet for us. It was a match. It ended with Revival got the win, over Hawkins and Ryder. Dirty win. Obviously, Jey Uso got tagged into the ring after Jimmy got brutally beat down. Super kicked the shit out of everyone. Got his pin over, I believe it was Zack Ryder. And as he was jumping up to do a splash, he got tagged by Dawson. He got on top of Ryder. Dawson pulled him away, and Dash was holding him out of the ring, Dash Wilder. Got the pin for the win. So, as always, Dirty Tactics got them their win, but I'm stoked for it.
Yeah, I'm happy that the Revival will at least be on TV.
Yeah.
Will at least defend.
Yeah,
it's exactly a big win compared to Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah, exactly it. So I was stoked with that. And then there's a little backstage interview with Seth Rollins about, are you worried about tonight? And he's like, well, nah, basically. Just super filler, I guess. Then it cuts back to the elevator again. They're all still stuck in there. And they're talking about, love and stuff like that. And EC3 is like, I love love, man. I've been married like 5 times. And everybody started pissing themselves laughing. Truth is like, it keeps referring to Drake Maverick as Hornswoggle, which I kept laughing at. Finally the elevator's doors are open, and Truth is like, because like they're all like, we've got a lot in common. Like, a few of the guys were like from Chicago together, and they're like, all meeting common ground. And then the elevator doors open, and there's the other guy standing out there with the referee, and a brawl ensues. And like they're all like fighting outside the elevator, and then Carmella ends up finally grabbing Truth, and like he's on the ground, he's getting beaten into, and everybody's like pulling everybody off, trying to pin each other. And Mella drags Truth into the elevator closes, and they disappear, and everybody's like, ah, like. Bit of fun. It was a good little segment, that whole elevator thing.
Kilobytes jumped in the chat, and he's added, is it just me, or am I absolutely sick of Shane constantly being on TV? We could be featuring more people like Bella. And I see title, but no, we need more Shane. Dirt Sheet has something about that. Let me just say, but I'm also sick of it too.
Keep listening. Yeah, I'm absolutely sick of Shane McMahon. Like, I'd rather just.
I loved his. I
loved it initially.
originally loved his heel run, saying that it's been since November.
Yeah.
That is, like 7 months.
Yeah,
8
it's
months.
a lot.
It's getting a bit much.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Because, for We Are the Authority, there'll be no more authority, as in December. Seems to be a whole lot of authority.
Yep, exactly it. So next we get the Firefly Funhouse.
Yeah.
Woo! So it opens with Bray Wyatt being a handyman, and it says something about being doomed to all those who exit through this door. And then he hears some banging behind him, and he turns around and is like, "What's going on here?" And Rambling Rabbit is like beating up Mercy, the buzzard, and he's like, "He's trying to eat me again, man." And he's like, "Hey, it's the food chain, like that's how it is." And Rambling Rabbit just keeps bashing on him, and he's like, "Hey,
do you want me to bring the Fiend?
Do you want me to bring out the Fiend?" And they just start shivering and freaking out. And then he's like, "Let's let fate decide." And he's got the hurt and heal gloves on, and he's like, "Take the stage, Rambling Rabbit." And Rambling Rabbit's like threatening to expose what's going on there. So I believe it's with the hurt glove. Yeah, puts his hand over Rambling Rabbit's mouth and grabs him and starts like belting on him, and suddenly he's got like clown paint on his face, like the lines down the eyes and the big red nose, and he gets like a big Joker hammer, a Jester hammer, and just beats the shit out of Rambling Rabbit, and there's like blood on the floor, and yeah, it's all really freaking creepy. And he's like, tonight's show's sponsored by like this like gem of like Rambling Rabbit's blood, like I can't remember what he called it, some breakfast
spread.
Yeah. It's like, start your morning with a smash, and it was really just creepy. And then it ends at that. It was really.
I'm still interested to see when they deliver on this and get him out of the ring.
Yeah, it'll be good. Something interesting was said by Corey Graves. Corey Graves was like, I've heard that Bray Wyatt has offered R-Truth safety in the Funhouse. You can come here and be in a safe place. I thought that was really interesting. You can see where that goes.
He has been more active on social media the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Or last couple of days, I should say.
On social media.
Even Chris Jericho got involved.
I love it.
Yeah, external to WWE. It was pretty interesting.
Start your morning with a smash.
Yeah, it was. Thank you, Dash.
Yeah. And this brings us to our last match of the night, which is Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens with Sami Zayn as the outside ring official. Exactly what you'd expect it to be. Sami Zayn interfering, bullshit calls, Seth getting angry. Sami's like, "I'm an official, you can't hit me, I'll DQ you." And the official's like, "I'm the official, you're just like ringside, like get out of my ring, you can't be in here." Sami keeps stopping the match to check on Kevin Owens and things like that. Eventually, like, Seth cracks the shits and he grabs Sami by the jumper and he's like, "You're nothing, you're no one, like, get out of the ring." And he's like, "That's it," and disqualifies Seth Rollins because he has a say, apparently. And Seth just takes that as a, okay, like, I'm just going to do as you. But then Baron Corbin comes out of nowhere with an attack. And then, gets a chair and he tries to hit Rollins with it, but Rollins gets the upper hand and starts belting him with a chair. Baron does a runner, KO's nowhere to be found, and, like, Seth ends up just unleashing on Sami Zayn with a chair, just belting the shit out of him. And yeah.
And credits.
Yeah, and credits. That was Raw. Overall, what do I think of Raw? Honestly, I'd probably only give it like half a Kurt Angle. I'd give it, a bar. It was pretty average.
Yeah.
It was just, video packages of Super Showdown galore.
Always happens after a pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was. I was pretty bored most of it. Like I said, I was doing my housework around it. Most of my notes are taken from just listening, not actually like watching. It was, just a bit meh.
Yeah, and on top of that, we've got, we're 2 weeks from Stomping Grounds, so it's trying to set up some mild storylines to head into this pay-per-view. So it is a little bit rushed, I would presume, because if SmackDown felt very similar, funny enough. So that makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, I wasn't a fan, but as always, tell us what you guys think.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below what you thought of this week's episode of RAW. Check those comments below. Social medias, Discord, links are all in the description below. So let's make our way into SmackDown Live. Now, I did watch this one before we came in.
Yep, we watched it together.
Coming at you from Sacramento, California, does kick off with Miz TV. Miz comes out. He's got himself the script in hand. He's got a shirt on that says "My Mood," and it's old Mr. McMiz fucking getting ready to
get his cow on.
So as he's reading this script, he's like, look, I've been told I have to follow the script, whether this be some minor backlash to the John Moxley interview about the script and how the script balls and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, so Miz has to stick to the script. He's got paper in hand.
Yeah. So it's pretty much his standard intro to Miz, but he also mentions...
Because he's forced to do this show for some reason.
Yeah, pretty much. So he kind of lays down a bit of a... hype words for Drew McIntyre as well as Shane McMahon. As he gets to a section about him being the best in the world, he's wearing his sunglasses inside. They're not prescription. So he's like, there's a smudge on the page. He's the best in the world. He's the breast in the world. He's the pest of the world. And they sort of go along the lines of that.
The pest of the world.
So Elias is also with them for reasons. So as they get into the ring, they're sitting there having a chat, and during this conversation, Miz addresses the fact that all of Shane's wins, all of Shane's achievements are in fact tainted.
Yes.
Whether they be by winning on a technicality,
like slipping out of his shirt in the cage,
or assistance from Drew,
or getting his ass beat at WrestleMania, but because he technically fell on top of Miz,
or even the Best in the World Championship, where Shane won a third of it.
He wouldn't have been in the match if it wasn't for Miz anyway.
Exactly.
Being injured. Good point.
So it's pretty much the idea that, that there would be there'd be an opportunity for Miz to fight Shane again.
Yes. Yeah, Shane does say you can fight me again.
If he defeats Elias and Drew this evening.
Yes.
So it does kick off with the Elias match. He wins, gets the clean. No worries there. Drew comes in straight away, so it's also become like a minor gauntlet match, I guess.
Yeah.
McIntyre does eventually get the win with a Claymore kick, and Claymore's with a C, by the way.
Yeah. It's fine. It just
really
autocorrects to that for some reason.
Doesn't really matter. And then Shane attacks Miz, and then gets...
Obviously, Shane's interfering throughout the match because
he does a bit of his usual distracty bullshit.
Same shit we've seen over and over and over again for weeks and weeks and weeks on end.
Yeah, so Shane then gets on Drew's shoulders.
Big old celebratory. Woo! Drew didn't look like he was struggling to hold Shane up.
There's a lot of it, and Shane's like, are you right?
Yeah.
Cut to backstage.
Brian's yawning tells you everything about SmackDown.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And it's been a long week. So it cuts backstage. Ember is sitting there playing her Switch, Nintendo Switch, by the way.
Damn Ember.
Because her herself is an active member of the Up Up Down Down.
She's too.
She's too, so that makes sense there. We should mention Up Up Down Down made an attendance at E3 this year.
They did.
During the Microsoft conference for the Gears War. They were hiding under the stage playing Gears War on 3 Xboxes. Very vague cameo, but it made me go, "Oh!"
I love it.
I'm like, whoa, because it was Zave, AJ, and Tyler Breeze.
Yes.
I almost said Ty Dillinger, but that is not the case.
No, Tyler Breeze.
So Mandy and Sonya come up. They're doing the whole the magazine thing. This is what a real superhero looks like. Blah blah blah. Bush to bush. New Day were also at the GameSpot booth today.
Oh, that's awesome.
So as of today, so real time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Very cool. Because so I think because there was a really good video of Zave and someone coming out of Final Fantasy Symphony, where they announced the release date, and he comes out being like, "Oh my god, they told me that release!" It was really, really good.
I love watching him.
Dash jumps in under the fucking stage. I don't know why they were there.
That's great.
And they went, "Hey, these are the guys from Up Up Down Down. Are we going to show you playing them game?" Nope. It's almost no reason for them to be there other than the name drop, but even then, what does that mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, for me, I go, oh, I know Up, Up, Down, Down. I know who these guys are.
Yeah.
And, wrestling is huge, but it's kind of like, what's the point of having them if you're not going to get them to do anything?
Yes, that's true.
So during this little scuffle with Mandy and Sonya does the old bully, smack the shit out of her hand.
If she broke that Switch, I'm going to be pissed.
You hear that Switch smash on the ground. I'm like, oh, save data is not on it's on the console, not on the SD card. Oh, it's going to be, if you have to get that replaced, she's going to lose all her save data. Oh, it hit me very hard. And then Ember cracks the shits and whips Ben around.
Yep, gets angry.
Does her bit of, her big Rory thing, which is very cute. Cut to Daniel Bryan and Rowan, the current
Planet's
SmackDown
champions.
Planet's champions, coming in. They'll be putting their titles on the line against the YOLO County Tag Team Champs.
Who have cardboard belts, by the way.
Yeah, two no-name fucks with cardboard belts.
Beautiful.
Actual fuck.
Yeah.
The actual fuck.
Yep, they're pulling an IIconics
All
right
it's
now.
really
and I
doing
love
is
it.
solidifying my why. Why?
Yeah. You know why?
You have a massive roster. You have roster of we'll get to even but even the point still stands. You have a massive roster, and with this wild card rule, they could bring some fun like I don't know, like the fucking Ascension from Raw. Well, they're like, these are two no fucks. Let's bring them on over here and let them
the B
get
team for crying out loud.
let them get mushed.
Yeah, but no, it has to be no namers from nowhere.
Like it's not going to be to their detriment. Like the Ascension aren't going to be less over if they get beaten here, because they're never here anyway.
Exactly.
So why bring some stage time to some random jerks? No one's going to care, and it doesn't help the indie promotion. They're like, we went to the main roster and you're going to be fucking mushed. Like it doesn't. So we premiered on Raw. Like and you got wrecked. Yeah, it means nothing. It means literally nothing. And during this confrontation, during this little thing, out comes Otis and Tucker, Heavy Machinery, call out, Daniel and Rowan for failing to, accept their challenge. Mm-hmm. So they're like, well, you can have your challenge us for the belts if you take on these fuckholes.
Yeah, you have to earn it. You haven't done anything to earn it. So if you want to earn it, beat the YOLO County champions. Yeah, so Kilobyte jumps into here. SmackDown literally has the B team. They are jobbers for crying out loud. That's entirely what their entire shtick is being number 2. Yep. They are the B team. Yeah. Fucking do it. So they do have a little bit of a fighty fight between Heavy Machinery and Random Fucks. Of course, we see the Caterpillar, we see the Compactor. I love Brilliant. The Compactor. Beautiful setup for the Compactor too, throwing them up and stuff. You know what make Heavy Machinery look better? If they won them. They did win. Titles. But if they won against people we knew. Yeah. Because once again, like it's this is the thing. Even though they're people that are losing, like as it's a random pricks from SmackDown that are losing, like the B team. The B team were apparently good enough to be the protectors for Shane. Mm-hmm. So that implies that they are somewhat of note. By having them then come in here and get beaten, that shows that the Heavy Machinery are better than what Shane would use as security. Yes. That is how you put someone over. Yes. Couldn't agree more. Yeah, it's getting worse and worse. Carmella, who looks like she just got off a plane, because she did, like, what feels like 8 hours before she had to do this show. Poor thing. They're running, they're standing there, so she's chatting the truth about having the 24/7 belt. Yeah, he talks again about how it's ruining his life, but he can't let it go. Like he's getting some real trauma, but he just can't quit it, sort of stuff. Before we jump into that, Killer does add, the B team are also former Raw Tag Team Champions, so they do have credibility, somewhat. Mm-hmm. And that's totally true. So, there is some noise. Mella goes, "Oh shit, get into this container." So they get into like what looks like a wire container. Yeah, like a multi-core, like a roadie box. Yeah, roadie box. And apparently it's locked, so you can't get him out. Mella's like, "Oh fuck, I'll come back. I've got to go to my match." Some guy comes up and he's like, Mella, everyone's looking for you. Your match is like right now. And she's like, "Shit, truth, I'll be back in just a minute." And she has to run off. And then Jinder Mahal can hear noise. Jinder Mahal's just walking back. Jinder Mahal comes in and he's like, "Truth." He's like, "Oh man, help me out." So he's like, He's got a scarf. I'll help you. Truth. I'll go find a crowbar. I'll be back in just a minute. Like a really bad woman's voice. Fucking stupid, but that right amount of stupid. It was the right amount of stupid. And you know what? I love that they're doing this with Jinder. And this is just being dumb. After the whole plane thing. So Jinder Mahal got the win on Truth on the tarmac. Yeah. Because Jinder was on the phone to Carmella. She was about to head to Australia. And then he got the roll up on the tarmac. 1, 2, 3. Jinder became champion. Then there's a good clip of R-Truth. Jinder on the plane hiding. Yeah, everyone's sleeping with their blankets over their heads because they're trying to sleep over in the flight. Yeah. R-Truth going through, opening people's blankets, having a look. Opens the Mojo Rally, just staring directly forward. And he's like, he just puts it back. Rojo looks at him a little bit. Eventually finds him, gets the pin while he's asleep. Brilliant. Yep, and then goes and hides in a toilet.
Like, that's the kind of a good use of 24/7 belt.
Oh, it was so good. It was.
If you want to demonstrate this 24/7, that's kind of the right idea.
Yeah, it was really good. And we obviously did touch on the whole golf course thing and how they should be doing it plain clothes. On the tarmac, Jinder was in plain clothes, so it just made it all that much better.
Thank you for listening, WWE. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we know you watch us.
At least one of you do.
Hannah, it's totally Triple
H. If you make every
Triple H, he saw the Spidey H thing, and he's Huntsman Herms.
He saw the what? Oh yeah, Huntsman Herms.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
he's gone. By the way, I don't know where he went. Back to
He's
NXT.
honest. Yep.
Yes, next was the Sonya Deville versus Carmella. Interference from Mandy. So Sonya was able to get the win with assistance from Mandy in what looked an incredibly painful pin.
Yeah.
Like a good like.
Yeah, she really flipped.
Yeah, it looked like a like a position.
Told her like a Peter.
Yeah, it was a good position for like some deep pen, but like.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, damn, I know you're into girls, but damn,
Sonya, you're going deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. I like Sonya. Sonya's cool. I like her more than I do Mandy.
Yeah, definitely.
So for that reason, I'm like, give her some time.
Definitely.
Give some time.
Yeah, it's about it.
And Carmella was just tired.
Yeah, poor babe.
Next we cut to Alexa pimping her new coffee cup, which is Alexa's coffee, the taste of bliss, with Nikki, and they're having a chat, and she's like, "Oh my God, Nikki, I'm surprised you came tonight. Like, haven't you heard about all the
social media beef?
Yeah, it's kind of like
So what happened in their match was there was a small interference where Lacey had come running around behind Nikki, and Nikki accidentally got in the way of Becky Lynch, and that's how Lacey was able to get the women's right. And yeah, Alexa's basically saying people said you interfered, and they're calling you nasty names. And Bayley liked one of those comments because, like she said last week or on Raw, Bayley's not who she seems, and she's a bully, and just keep an eye on her and think about all those bullies that have said mean things about calling you an outcast and a loser and stuff like that. Like, focus that all on Bayley. Don't let her beat you tonight. Better than that.
It was a lot around the, be the beater of the people that mistreated you back in the day, and blah, blah, blah,
overcome your bullies.
Yeah. Put that all into the match, because then it cuts to the return of Big E.
Yes, the return again of Big E.
Yeah,
he does say about the return. He's like, if I had a title for every time I returned, I'd probably have a reign like Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, I'd be Charlotte Flair. Yeah.
That's a booking joke. Says Xavier. Was it Xavier or Kofi that said that? That was Kofi. Kofi's great.
Yeah, so on point. Totally good self-awareness
so
there.
Good.
Big
he was
E
like running around hugging people, which is so cute.
I love that shit.
Funny.
I love that shit, actually.
He's so
that's
good.
probably one of my favorite parts about this. And then, Zave's dropping the lines of, like, we need to get this match over and done with quickly. I'll get back to E3.
Yeah, Zave's like, I gotta get back to E3. So good. I love that he was making little notes to that.
So during this, as they're about to, do the WWE, Dolph interrupts to sort of be like, should have been me.
I put you on a pedestal, but it should have been me.
And KO comes in, is looking pissy.
Oh yeah, KO.
Sammy comes in as well, and does a lot of interrupting.
You're all hypocrites.
Yelling at the crowd in this dirty ass fucking crowd, which is fine. Oh, and there was a comment about how Sammy could even come into the ring after getting his butt. Oh
yeah, they're like, you have no ass, you got no butt meat because you got it beat off you last night.
Because your little butt turned, torn apart.
Let's stop talking about my narrow ass. I was like, oh.
Yeah, he got his butt handed to him by Seth, so they sort of rip on that. Killbot also jumps in and says, thankfully the New Day right there and stuff. Which is good. We're totally good, because if they didn't, there's a reason they do that, because it works.
Yeah.
Let's see. So as Bayley is heading to the ring to take on Nikki Cross, she's interrupted. No, she's not interrupted. She's interviewed by
Charlie. No,
not Charlie.
Kayla.
Kayla? Yeah, Kayla. Interrupted by Kayla. They're like, hey, what's your response to these accusations of you and whatever? She's like, I don't fucking care. It's social media. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Baylor's like, bigger things to worry about. Which is cool. Good on her.
Gets into the ring, does the whole like fucking whack web and Fable on 2 men.
Yeah.
Cuts to Aleister Black, who just really wants someone to fight him.
He literally he's like, open the door, and they open the door and a light shines on him, and he's like, somebody come fight me.
Like, it's baffling that no one wants to fight me.
Because he will find you.
Because I will find you.
And I will kill you.
Like, open the door.
He's so brooding in this. I love it.
It's like, anyone, come
fight
me.
He's like, yeah, pick a fight with me. He wants somebody to pick a fight with him.
I kind of want to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not going to them. They can come to him, which I think is cool. I like that mystique.
But saying this is week 3 and no one's coming to him, so...
I'm interested to see.
Yes, now we got the match between Bayley and Nikki Cross. With Nikki oddly coming out to Alexa's music.
Just quickly, back on that Alistair thing, there was a post from WWE with a few superstars in the background and Alistair
it was Randaddy, Shinsuke, Kevin Owens, Lars Sullivan,
Finn
Balor, and Buddy Murphy.
Yes. Who could possibly challenge Alistair Black.
Just punch him in a punch.
Yeah.
Perfect. We prefer Buddy, of course.
Yeah, definitely. Bring out Leslie Boy.
Mostly because we haven't
he has
seen
been called
him.
up, but we haven't seen him.
Thanks to Superstar Shake-Up 8 years ago, he still hasn't appeared on TV.
Yep. But yeah, anyway, Nikki comes out to Alexa's music, which was really weird.
I assume they're in the process of making a new package, mostly because as her gimmick seems to alter,
yes.
I think it makes sense for them to change that accordingly.
Yeah,
she did seem to have a less chaos in the ring, which seems to be slowly changing, like eventually just bringing down.
Yeah,
very smart
down,
move.
Which is cool. Yeah, definitely. I'm liking seeing more of her backstage, sort of real chilled out, real just normal talking. Like, I'm really liking seeing Nikki more and more.
And Bayley gets win.
Yeah, Bayley does get the win. Yeah. It was a match.
Yeah.
Didn't think too much.
Next, Jinder is back with a referee looking for our truth. He has a crowbar in hand, hunting for looking through all the roadie boxes.
They're like, they're gone, and he's like, "Where's the road case? Where's the crow case?" And like, it's on a truck. And he's like, "Wait," and they're like, "Going to LA
to Raw."
Yeah, to Raw LA next week, and he's just like, "All right, we're going to LA." Just grabs the referee and does a runner.
Comes back to Mala trying to find him, no success. So yeah,
yeah.
Cool. I like that idea.
A forklift with 2 of the blue road cases, one of which Truth is trapped in. You can hear him yelling like, "Help! Get me out of here!" And they can see them forklift loading it onto the truck, which is a bit of fun. At least Truth's safe for the week.
Yeah, for now. To be in that roadie box. Then we get Apollo Crews interviewing about Andrade.
Yeah. Yeah, so they were supposed to have a match last week, and Andrade just attacked Crews. The match didn't even start. I can't remember what he said. I kind of zoned out because I don't think too much of Apollo Crews.
Same. And then we get the New Day versus KO, Dolph, and Sammy in a 6-man tag.
Which they've been advertising since the night prior. All over Raw was advertisements for this match the following night.
Yeah.
It was a match. New Day get the win.
There were moments.
Yeah.
We granted we kind of skimmed through it because it was like, okay. Yeah. And we kind of caught a couple of cool spots.
Yeah.
But it did end pretty cleanly with Kofi getting a pin on Sammy.
Yeah.
It was good to see Big E back in the ring.
Definitely.
Was nice.
It was so nice.
Killer jumps in and goes, I have a feeling that this change in Nikki Cross will be temporarily. Once Alexa inevitably betrays Nikki, we will see crazy Nikki back.
Interesting.
Well, with Sanity no longer existing, it's kind of in her benefit to jigger that logo.
Yeah,
not logo, her video package.
Yes.
Because it is very Sanity focused.
Yes, of course. I'm interested to see what they do with that. I'm just really liking seeing more of her.
I do. I like seeing a lot of
I love the
Nikki.
apron does things she does where she just throws the forearms when she's just trapped somebody in the apron. She does some cool things. But yeah.
Yeah.
What did you guys think?
Yeah, well, what do you think?
I was a bit like, meh. Probably give it, overall, both shows together were the bar. Like, it was just 2 halves.
I agree, bar. Saying that, though, like, previously we've given the bar to something that was horrible. Like, this has just been like, on paper, it was fine.
Yeah, it's not horrible.
It just wasn't entertaining. There was...
Yeah. I was more zoned out than engaged.
So than anything, I'll probably give it a 1 then, because it's right down the line. Like, it was boring. But there was nothing of staggering note. Nothing made me go, oh, okay, that was pretty cool. Like, it was just, and then things happened.
That tells you how I felt about both of them.
And that's fine. But let us know what you thought of this week's episode of the SmackDown Lives, which is all well and good.
Yes. I did forget to mention there was a spot with the IIconics there where they come out. Peyton Royce is like, oh, hey, Billy, do you know what the capital of, I think it is... where are they? California is. And she's like, Los Angeles. And she's like, no, it's Sacramento. And Billy's like, what? Here? This place? And Peyton's like, yeah. And she's like, gotta be joking me. And yeah, they just rip into Sacramento. It's hilarious, but that's all you see of them on SmackDown. Yeah. Nothing crazy. I like seeing the Iconics just take the piss out of people. It's
Same.
Yeah.
But as we do every week, we finish off an episode with the dishing the dirt with Dirt Sheet Dash. So our good friend Dash, he gets up the phone, he gets the telegrams out, he does the smoke signals, he gets all the information.
Ravens with letters.
Yeah, ravens and owls and other assorted mythical creatures.
Yeah.
Owls aren't mythical creatures. What the fuck am I talking about? To come and give him all the wrestling info, all the wrestling news for this week. Ooh, as always, he comes through delivering 3 tasty bits of information.
Feed them to me.
Number 1. Never heard of him, says Dash in the chat about Dash. Twitter account at WrestleVotes, who have a reasonable track record, have noted the following regarding Shane McMahon's recent push and speculation from a WWE insider. Oh, source, sorry. Quote, I've asked what the payoff is to this major Shane McMahon push and TV time allotment. No one seems to have a solid answer. One source said he could see, just his speculation here, Shane being the one to defeat Kofi for the title. And that would be something.
No.
That'd be some heat.
No. You come back after 7 years of being out of it and you think you can just because you're a McMahon, you can have everything handed to you. No.
Yeah.
No.
I personally disagree with authority having belts. It's a tough line. Mm-hmm. I'm not cool with it right now.
Nah.
I'm not very cool with it.
No, it's not going to go over well at all, and it will tune people out for sure, I reckon.
Like, yeah, it's one of those things, like, if we're looking at this and everything they do as of right now will, is this going to bring up the ratings? Is this going to change the public perception, yes. Not conception. Oof. How will this go in the likes of AEW?
Change the public getting pregnant.
Yeah. Is Shane getting the public pregnant?
Yeah.
Real questions here, people.
Dash does make a valid point, though. If he did win it, I reckon I agree with Dash. He could win it and Brock could cash in.
That would be
the
cool. Safest way to do it without burning Kofi.
Yes.
Like, Kofi still has to get the win, but if they continue the idea that Shane gets his win by being shitty...
Yeah, like a dirty win, and
there's
Brock just
there's a way around it. Yeah.
That could work.
Because we'll get the comeuppance of watching Shane get fucking mushed.
Which would be amazing.
Like, the personal... the conflict in that little... Even if it's like a 1 minute squash, where it's just... Shane getting monstered, like, ooh, yeah, fuck you, Brock,
700 F5s, like.
It's a good way to get a little bit of pop for Brock.
Yeah, exactly it.
Because everyone will be like, boo, Shane, boo for getting the win. Everybody's
like, Brock's gonna do it.
Everybody will be like, yeah. Like, it'd be a really good way to
and then
get at least
just have him turn straight back into the bad guy would be so good.
It's a good way to go around. I dig that.
Yeah.
Number 2. AEW's Fyter Fest is coming up in approximately 2 weeks. It's also going for free, might I add.
Yeah.
Oh, that's literally the next sentence. With the promotion having the very first esports cross wrestling show ever.
Ooh.
Because Kenny Omega's AEW's EVP, Executive Vice President Kenny Omega, has made the entire show free for fans to attend, only for one unhappy star to state that he may be, quote, boycotting it. Now, as far as I'm aware, that free does include free viewing on a specific service. My understanding is, however, that service is geo-blocked external to a US, so we would have to pay for it if we were to want to watch it.
Yes.
As I want to support AEW, it's very likely.
Yes.
And with gentlemen like Kilobyte and other Patreon supporters, makes it possible.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
In protest of at Kenny Omega Man X, this is a quote here from Chris Jericho, at Cody Rhodes, at Nick Jackson YB, and at Matt Jackson 13's foolish decision to give the hashtag Fyter Festival live stream away to AEW wrestling fans for free. I am pulling out of the event.
Who was this?
Jericho. I refuse to be associated with such shameless pandering.
Ah.
It is speculated to only be storyline, however, as
Yes.
Fozzy are scheduled to play at Fyter Fest.
Yes. I was going to say, that sounds very heaty.
However, it should be noted that Jericho was set to appear at StarCast 2 earlier last month, post Double or Nothing, and did not make his scheduled appearance. Instead, leaving a cardboard cutout for fans to take a photo with.
I love it. I love him so much.
Now, we should also mention that, fellow pop culturist Josh Saunders did finally go and watch Double or Nothing over the last week.
Finally.
We had a good chat to him about it, and he was
Damn.
like, he cried. He goes, it's beautiful. And he's like, man, Dusty would be so proud.
Yeah. See, Josh is from my era of WWE, so he knows all about it. We're very emotionally attached to this.
And then he talked about the Omega Jericho match. He's like, that fucking guy blew. He's not, because I don't think he knows, he hasn't watched a lot of Japan stuff. He doesn't know who Omega is. He's like, that fucker got his face blown out in like 40 seconds. And then he proceeded to go all the way through. And then he kind of and then he goes, Dash would love this. It's like, back elbow, what the fuck? And then he messages me like 5 minutes later going, that song's pretty good though. And he sends a picture of the Judas from Fozzy.
Judas. Love me some Fozzy. I saw them live at Soundwave once. Amazing. I was drooling over Chris Jericho.
Oh man, I never know they went to.
Yeah, they played Soundwave a few years back. I was like side of stage. Jericho was on the speakers, and I was like holding on to my friend Dave, and I was like, just drooling on
Dave's
him.
like, yes, like not you, Dave, it's Jericho.
It's Chris. Come to me, Y2J.
Fucking back elbow, says Dash. And finally, that wasn't part of it. It is now known that with the current state of WWE ratings, Fox are not happy with its current deal with the WWE.
Understandably.
Makes total sense. It is now being heavily implied by Fox that if the ratings do not get above the 2 millions with SmackDown ready to debut this October, they may very well pull the plug.
Oh, shit.
However, another source has stated that, quote, if ratings do not hit 2 million by this summer, Fox may very well handle creative themselves.
Oh, that could be good. Maybe they need some outside creative.
This now leads speculation of a creative takeover, with Triple H taking the reins of the Blue branded show.
God damn, we need
Oh my God, Dash.
need
I
it.
don't know where you got that from, but you literally gave me a mind and physical erection.
It's getting awkward. The table is moving.
Oh, there is no chance that shit's hitting the table. But like, no, if that is the case and they're going to have to do a creative overhaul for at least SmackDown.
Beautiful.
Oh!
There's a reason NXT is so successful.
Yeah, man.
So bring it to SmackDown.
I totally want that to happen. And like, yeah, look, in terms of they're the options, if I was Fox and I was smart and I was aware of the social media commentary in terms of people wanting Triple H to run this, if they know of NXT existing, if they know NXT is great, if I was Fox, I'd be like, you got two options. Well, you got two options. Either you hit 2 mil and everything goes as it is, or two, you don't, we get creative, or we demand Triple H takes over our show.
Yeah. If
it was me, that would be the decisions that I would put on them.
Yeah, Triple H, 100%.
Either it's our creatives headed up by Triple H, or it's our creatives, period.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more.
Killer jumps in and goes, thank fuck for that. Triple H is already doing a bang-up job with NXT UK, and 205. We should also mention, Chad Gable he's
gone back to 205.
I would say moved down to 205 Live, but apparently that show's fucking bonkers good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well done, Chad.
Yeah, on you. Hopefully
He'll
you
be given the chance, properly be given a chance to shine at 205.
He deserves it.
Which is very, very cool.
Yeah. Looks weird with short hair.
He's kind of doing it. No, man, he looks like a good dude.
Yeah.
Like, he looks better.
Yeah.
Looks better.
Yeah, I don't know.
And plus, he looks...
It'll grow on me.
He looks fit as shit.
Yeah, he looks ripped as. He's jacked.
He looks brilliant. He's not wearing that sort of like leotardy thing.
Yeah.
He's literally just shorty shorts now and just
Yeah,
big
he's not,
buff, external
doing his
buff dude.
Kurt Angle
Oh,
looking
Dash
thing.
says, hey guys. Are you
guys.
adding something? Are you adding something to Dash? After telling everyone in our E3 chat to talk to me because I'm currently recording a show. Oh, breaking news about John Cena! I imagine this is not about him doing Fast and Furious 9.
Yeah, we did find out that he's going to be doing Fast and Furious 9.
News, although super down for it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to
watch
see
it.
Well,
He's gonna be in it with The Rock,
I
right?
love Fast and Furious, and the spin-off with The Rock, Roman Reigns is involved. That's pretty cool.
I did say that.
In an interview with SI.com, says Josh, John Cena commented on his status with WWE and Future.
Oh,
and then he's given
more.
us a not ellipses, a colon.
Yep.
He's given us some sweet colon.
He's
So
given
wait
us
a
his
minute.
colon.
I have a sneeze. Hopefully it comes in before that. Quote,
right.
whatever the next step is, that's essentially what I'm contemplating, said Cena. Quote, how do I fit it in? Where do I fit it in? And it makes it extra peculiar now that all these outside opportunities are coming in. But it couldn't have
happened at a better time.
It happened at a better time. Quote, I'm not sure what my role... Oh, fuck Dash. I'm not sure what my role is, but I know WWE is my family, and as long as they have me, I'll never leave. Heck, I'll go coach in Orlando at the WWE Performance Center. It would be so shameful for that experience and performance wisdom to go to no one. Whether I had the opportunity to do it whether I had the opportunity to do Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader or Fast and the Furious, or if I had none of that going on and I just had idle time, I would be having the same conversation with myself. I need to define what my new role is. That's the conversation I'm having with myself at 42 after performing for 16 years straight.
Interesting.
Makes sense, man.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you want someone that, because like for most fans,
John Cena carried the company.
yeah, like so John Cena has certainly tread a really interesting line.
Yes.
For most older fans, he was the worst because of the situation that he had created, he was never able to really properly turn heel after being like super over, so he was left in a really tough spot where he had to stay face, and without change like that, no one really cared.
Yeah.
Battling the John Cena sucks.
Yeah.
Battling all this other external shit.
But same sort of thing has happened with Stone Cold when they tried to turn him heel. It never happened. It just didn't work out.
Yeah.
So he had to stay, against the babyface of the company. Same sort of thing. These things do happen. So yeah, it definitely is a very weird line for him to tread. But like I said, he did carry the company for so long. So the fact that he said, WWE will always be my family, and whether I'm in the performance center or if I'm actually like on screen, I'll always be here. I'll never leave.
But he'll be able to add some wisdom to those in terms of how to even reach that younger audience, man.
Yes.
Like kids love John Cena, and maybe even something just how to act and how to portray yourself within the wrestling space and the fan space. Like, this is the man who has the most Make-A-Wish visits on record. Like,
he
that
regularly
is
hangs out
staggeringly
backstage,
higher.
handing out advice and stuff like that. Like, he's always around. He's always talking to people. He's always watching on and giving advice and stuff like that. Like, he is a wealth of knowledge and wisdom, and he's always willing to help. And he does want the best for the company. So, it's really good to see that, even though he does have all these outside things going on, he still is committed to
Like, he
WWE.
could also even be the guy to help them get to a point, as in, like, if you do happen to need to do external things, this is how you manage them. This is how you make it work. Because, even though he's off doing other things, as you said, he's always been committed to WWE, and that's a balancing act, and that is having that talk, having that agreement.
So, yeah.
Like, he's done a lot of cool shit,
Yeah.
and he's certainly one of the best advocates for WWE,
For sure.
regardless of what you think of him as a character or him as a
always
performer.
Always
He is a pretty big tentpole, especially post Attitude Era into currently. And finally, Killer by Ads. I wonder what it would be like if Cena just showed up at the next NXT tapings and put someone over just before they get called up.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
That would be so good.
And that does bring us to the end of the show. Let us know what you thought of that piece of breaking ass news, or anything that Dash has provided in the dirt sheet. Let us know on the social medias, Facebook, Discord, and other means, including our Twitters. Links are in the description below.
At me.
That has been The Young and the Wrestlers. We come to you every Friday morning at 8 a.m. on your podcast services, 9 a.m. on the YouTubes. If you want to watch us record this show live and get breaking news directly from that wrestling mouthpiece himself, Dash, patreon.com/popculturist. Support us at any tier. Get yourself a nice little sneaky link to come chat with us. as well as everyone in the chat, because they're all cool dudes. We're a nice, cool little community at this point. And if you want to support pop culture in more of a direct fashion, head over to popculture.com/shop. You can buy shirts like this and other assorted shit with our logos on it. We are also on Twitch at twitch.tv/thepopculturist. And while you're there downloading podcasts, why don't you go check out our PlayStation show called For the Players. It does come out every Monday morning, same times, 8 a.m. on the social medias, 9 a.m. on the YouTubes. And, as we mentioned at the start of the show, we want this to do more and cool and be more. So if you happen to stay all this long and you really enjoyed what you've heard, please spread the word on us. Please go to those podcast services, give us a review that you think best fits what we do. Give us a nice little description. Help us. It's to help us get places that we need to be. Help us get in the eyes and the ears of people.
And we want you to engage with us as well. Do talk to us, comment at us, ask us things. If you have questions you want answered, let us know. We'll do those sorts of things as well. We want this to be a community involved thing. We want it to be something big and beautiful that involves you guys.
Well, then, this entire pod, it came from the idea of I wanted to talk wrestling with people.
Yeah.
Because I've discovered this new love and I enjoyed it so much, and I just wanted to get it out there, and then we happened to make a pretty kick-ass show out of it. And I get to hang out with you more, which is really cool. And, and I want to share it with you guys. I want you to come back in here as well, and we just have this big chat. One of the greatest things about wrestling is sharing it with people and being able to have those conversations and just bullshit with each other about something. And in this case, it happens to be wrestling. So as I said, don't forget to follow us, particularly I'm at HaggardMC. That's HAGGARDMC on Twitter. This is Jem. Jem is Jem the Piercer. Yes. As in piercing of the nose. Yeah. That did not look like piercing of the nose.
Body piercing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But until next week, I'm Ryan Betson.
And don't Nikki cross me. I'm Jem.
We'll see you then.
Bye.